Welcome to the Right News Network.
Hello and welcome. I'm Emma with the headlines that matter most right now. President Trump is pausing a major military operation meant to protect ships in one of the world's busiest oil routes, a move that signals the U.S. is pursuing negotiations with Iran while keeping military pressure on. The pause in Project Freedom comes as several commercial vessels sit stranded in the Strait of Hormuz, caught between a fragile ceasefire and two superpowers vying for leverage. Watch to see whether U.S.-Iran talks succeed or military operations resume. Remaining with world affairs, the economic implications of this military standoff are staggering, with the Strait of Hormuz controlling roughly 1/5 of global oil shipments. The Trump administration is declaring its military operation against Iran over, while insisting talks continue. But experts warn fundamental disagreements over Tehran's nuclear program could derail any agreement. Watch for Secretary Rubio's Vatican visit this week, a potential sign the administration recognizes diplomatic damage control is now as critical as military posturing. Also on the world front, Ukraine and Russia are offering rival ceasefire proposals as more than 20 people were killed in recent Russian attacks. Kyiv says it will start a truce on May 6th and then respond symmetrically to Moscow's moves, while Russia is pausing for Victory Day celebrations on May 9th. Neither side appears willing to compromise on core demands, meaning any ceasefire is likely temporary at best. Also on the world front, as G7 trade ministers wrap up negotiations in Paris, growing oil price volatility is threatening to derail global commerce, with analysts warning that unpredictable energy costs will cause merchandise trade to drop significantly. The ministers gathered to coordinate policy on supply chains and critical minerals, but mounting tariff threats from the United States are undermining any unified response. Watch this week for whether the G7 can produce binding commitments or whether protectionist pressures will splinter the alliance further. Geopolitical tensions with Iran are sending jet fuel prices soaring worldwide, forcing airlines to pass those costs directly to passengers through higher baggage fees. The impact extends thousands of miles away to Pacific island nations like Fiji, prompting Australia to commit $30 million in aid to stabilize fuel prices across the region. Analysts expect continued volatility in markets ahead as military and diplomatic developments unfold. That wraps up today's top stories. I'm Emma. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.